Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's time to do another trash talk. I am going to go ahead and jump right into it because I've got a lot of products that I'm excited to show you guys. We're going to start with like the largest group of things that I have, which is skincare, body care, like general things that involve the bathroom are all in here first. So I have a shampoo. This is the Pantene Ultimate 10 BB shampoo. This was fine. I'm just trying to get through our shampoo collection as quickly as possible. I do typically like the Pantene conditioners. I'm kind of indifferent about their shampoos. We also used up the Murad Acne Control Clarifying Cleanser. I had gotten this on like one of the Thursday specials that Sephora did back in the fall. It was only like $20. I think that this retails for probably like in the $40 price range. I would not purchase this for $40. I'm not even convinced I'd purchase it again for $20. It had kind of like a weird lemon scent, and I'm not super opposed to lemon scented products, but this sort of had like an off-putting lemon scent to it. Like it wasn't fully committed to being lemony, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. I didn't feel like the cleanser was all that great at keeping, you know, acne at bay, and then the actual ability to squeeze it out, you had to squeeze really hard to get a little bit of face product out. So for all of those reasons, I wouldn't go out of my way to buy this. I have not tried a whole lot of Murad products because they are so pricey, but this wasn't like the gateway to make me want to start trying more of them. Went through super quickly a hand soap. This is from Fortune Cookie Soap. It's the Smash Exfoliating Hand Soap. This is the scent they came out with for the Hulk, which I really loved this scent, and I only allowed myself to get something from the line in that scent if it was going to be something like a soap or a hand wash, something that I don't have a lot of, and they only had the exfoliating kind. We blew through this first off, so how expensive this was, I think this was like $8 or $9. For how fast we went through it, definitely wouldn't buy it again. And then the reality is, even though it was really fun that they had like the green and gold colored exfoliating bits, I do not like exfoliating hand soaps. I wash my hands a ton, especially during my like shower, post-shower routine, because I'll literally put lotion on and then I'll wash my hands and I'll do my face cream and toners and all that stuff, and then I'll wash my hands, and then I'll do my hair if I'm styling my hair, and then I wash my hands. So we're talking like there could be 3 or 4 times that I'm washing my hands. I'm a texture person, and I'm also super cognizant of not wanting to put like body products on my face. My skin is sensitive enough that would cause a problem. And so to be washing my hands as frequently as I am with exfoliating hand soaps, it's just too rough, too intense for my hands. So I enjoyed it. I'm glad I was able to get something else from this collection in this scent, but I wouldn't buy this again. Also used up the Bioderma Sensible H2O. This is their makeup removing micellar solution. I had gotten this from Birchbox as I had like some Birchbox points to use by a certain time with a coupon. So I picked this stuff up. This stuff is awesome. If you're someone who likes to remove your makeup with something that isn't a makeup wipe or isn't one of those makeup erasers, I feel like this is a really awesome, like hands down the best micellar water that I ever have used. It does a great job breaking down difficult mascara, which is the problem I have with a lot of micellar or any kind of cleansing waters. They don't always do a good job removing like your mascara in particular. This stuff was great. I definitely would buy some more of it, but I'm going to spend some time using just my makeup erasers now that I don't have any wipes, any makeup removing products. Like all I have are those cloths I tested out a while back from Ulta. So I'm going to use those for a while, but if I do come back to something, it would be definitely this. I have 2 Summer's Eve products that I've used up. I have my Summer's Eve Ultra Freshening Spray 5-in-1. Always. This has been a game changer since I discovered it last year. I absolutely can't live without this stuff, especially now that it's summertime. And then I have the Simply Summer's Eve Mandarin Blossom. These are the natural cleanser wipes. These I tried because I was intrigued by them. They are a little bit more expensive than their regular non-Simply line, and I didn't feel like they were worth the extra price, so I wouldn't get these again, but I would get the wipes. One of the Marvis toothpaste. This is in the classic strong mint flavor. This, your classic mint, nice and basic. I did enjoy this. I'm now working on like a ginger flavored one, which Ben tells me is against my species to do, but I am enjoying that as well. So I'm really happy that I have these. I don't think I have too many more, but really and truly, I definitely would buy that little kit again. There's not been a flavor yet that I've not liked from that. I used up from Fortune Cookie Soap my 12 Days of Christmas present. It's a doodle. This essentially is like the poopery spray, but it's essentially designed where you can either spray the bowl before you go or you can spray the bowl after, and it's supposed to like eat up the odor if you've gone to the bathroom at all. This was like a super Christmas, hardcore Christmassy scent, but it did do the job of getting rid of any scents. My only complaint with this was it got further down on the amount of liquid in here, and you'd go to like spray it down like this, it wouldn't really spray. You had to find a way to like angle it where it would still sort of be facing up but down towards the toilet bowl. Ben did make the mistake one time of spraying this like a room spray, and I swear our bathroom smelled like overwhelmingly strong of this scent for a super long time. So I wouldn't recommend using it for anything other than spraying in your toilet bowl. I don't think I would buy this, but if it came in another one of my monthly boxes or like came as a sample of some kind, I probably would use it, but I'm not necessarily sold on these in general. I have another Fortune Cookie Soap product. This is from their last seasonal collection that they came out with, which was Lord of the Rings. It is a sugar scrub and it's in the scent Melon. I decided to pick up a little, like I think there were 4 travel or mini sample sizes, and there were 3 scents I absolutely wanted, and the 4th scent I was kind of just like, oh, I'll take anything, and I grabbed this one. This scent was okay. It's kind of like a balsamy fir cologne scent, and I figured I would like that better than I did, so I'm glad I only had a small one of this. I wanted to get like a small body care item victory before I moved on to a full-size product, so I'm glad I worked through it, but I wouldn't have gotten this scent in a fuller size. I also have the Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. This sample lasted so long. I could only imagine how long a full size of this would last you. I really couldn't assess if it was having any really long-term progress on my skin, so I wouldn't necessarily say I want to go out and buy it, but I would really probably be curious in picking up more of like a sample set that they have of their little tiny bottles to see if I would like any of the products there. I'm someone who's never been super sold on oils over serums. I still prefer serums, but this was very nice and it lasted about a week for this much oil. Last things I have for this category are some sheet masks. I finally am starting to use sheet masks again. They are nice and relaxing. So the first one I have is super kitschy. This is the Pretty Animals by Look Beauty. It is a panda calming sheet mask. I took a picture of myself wearing this because it's supposed to make your face look like a panda. That's kind of where this ends. I mean, it was cute to put on, but I didn't really get any super fun benefits. Like I didn't feel like it was doing a whole lot for my skin. It says it has honey extract, lavender flower water, and chamomile extract, but like I'm not going to find a way to buy these. I know I had gotten a Target box that had some of these in there and I was curious to try them, but these to me just are more like cutesy fun and not really like great for skincare benefits. I also have the Freeman Beautiful Banana Oat Instant Smoothing Mask. This is an exfoliating smoothie for radiant skin. This was fine. It really is just, to me, an exfoliant. It's not like if you leave it on longer than any other exfoliating type of face wash, it's gonna have that much longer of an impact. I would probably, if I wanted to use this, I'd probably buy a tube of it and use it as a face wash or as like a once a week exfoliator, but not as a full-on mask. I don't think it's worth all the hassle for that. So I'm glad I used it, but I probably won't go out of my way to purchase it. I mean, I have so many exfoliators to use up anyways, but if you see this and you become intrigued like I was, it's nothing like super extraordinary. The Yes to Tomatoes Clear Skin Detoxifying Charcoal Paper Mask. This is one of my favorites. I have a bunch of these from this line, this type of mask. I like this a lot. I feel like they are really effective at actually helping to clear out my pores, clear up acne. I will say it can leave like a tingling sensation on your face. It doesn't bother me too much, but I am aware that it's happening on my skin. I'm not necessarily the most sensitive ever, but I'm also not super durable. So I feel like if you have more sensitive skin than me, that tingling sensation may bother you more, but I do like this mask a lot. It's super fairly priced for how effective it is for my skin, and I'll definitely be using more of them. The last sheet mask that I have is from St. Ives. It's a soothing sheet mask with oatmeal. It's supposed to gently soothe for soft, supple skin. I will say my skin was much softer after using this, but currently my struggle has been acne. My skin has really struggled with the seasonal changes lately, and the weather here can be super all over the place. Like last week we were in the 50s, but the week before that we were in the 80s. So it's really not been great. So my skin doesn't really need just like general soothing, soft feelingness. It needs something more hardcore. I do have another one of these, so I'll probably wait and save it for like a day when I go out in the sun or something like that, where my skin might be a little bit drier or a bit more worn out. But for what I need right now, it's not really helping with that. I have one nail item. These are the Impress nails. They have like the blue and polka dot and the blue with stripe. I have my second round of them on my nails today. I like this a lot. I think they're really sharp and pretty looking. I do like sometimes mixing up the accent nail with my middle finger versus my ring finger. It gives me some nice balance. I've gotten a lot of compliments in the past few weeks on my nails. People seem really aware of my nails lately. I don't know why, maybe because they're like brighter or a bit more in your face, more so than usual. But I always tell people that there's press-on nails. People can't believe that. So I'm really happy with them. I'm also happy to report, maybe you'll be able to see if it will focus. My nails are almost as long as the actual Impress nail, which I'm really excited about because I'm probably going to try after these are done to paint my nails. I haven't painted my nails when they were long in quite some time, and I'm looking forward to like playing with nail polish again. Don't get me wrong, I love Impress nails, but I'm really looking forward to trying some nail polishes again and kind of working through my nail polish collection and weeding out what I like and what I don't like. I've been doing it with my toenails because I do get pedicures on a regular basis. There are some, as weird as it's gonna sound, some nail polishes I only use on my toes, and there are some for my hands that I wanna see if I still like them as, you know, manicure colors. Okay, we have some makeup-y items. First thing I have are the Whispers dual tipped applicators. I am super miffed. I don't like these. These have a like paddle side and then they have a pointed side on the other end. I prefer to have two pointed sides. I don't really like the paddle. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of these. But I would say the past like year, every time I go to Target or Walmart, I look for the beauty version of the Q-tips, and for whatever reason, I can't find them anywhere. I don't know if Q-tip discontinued making them. I mean, they definitely were pricier compared to regular Q-tips, and you didn't get nearly as many as a regular box, but I miss those desperately, so I had to buy another one of these, but I really don't love them, but I absolutely have to have beauty Q-tips. I'm planning on doing a video this summer when I have more time to explain why these are so integral to my makeup routine, because I honestly can't live without them, but I'm just not the biggest fan of the Whispers ones. I have some makeup brushes that I'm getting rid of. The first is the Morphe E4. I don't use this brush very often, and then the one time I did and went to clean it, it broke. I feel like that was a sign that it just needed to be decluttered. I also am getting rid of my e.l.f. blush brush. If you can see here, it's kind of all misshapen, and I've washed it a few times to try to reshape it, but there's just no reviving it, and I really don't use it that much, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pitch it. I have two more beauty products that are being pitched. I have this Avon True Color Eyeshadow Quad in Stone Taupes. I've been wanting to like look back into my like drugstore eyeshadow collection because it is kind of massive for how much eyeshadow I go through. And I pulled this one out to play with it, and these colors, while they look super pretty in the pan, really don't have like much color payoff when you actually go to swatch them and stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and part with it. I've honestly never used it. I have one or two more where the colors are really, really beautiful. I wanna actually play with them and decide if I wanna keep them or not, but every time I go to pull one of these out, I'm like, no, don't cheat on the Lorac Mega Pro. Like, that's one day of usage that you're not getting from that palette. So I have to just sort of like give myself a little bit of freedom. I feel like until I can work through a few more shades of the Lorac Mega Pro palette, I will not feel inclined to stray from that palette at all because I want to stay focused on it. But at the same time, I like also want to play with other makeup. So I'm at a weird point right now, but don't worry, I've held strong to the Lorac Mega Pro palette. I'm also getting rid of my Julep Blank Canvas Illuminating Treatment Primer. This I pulled out to be able to start working on another full-size primer, and for whatever reason, every time I squirt this out, it seems like whatever is in here has separated and it's super liquidy inside here. I didn't think this was that old, but I also don't know a ton about the lifespan of like Julep makeup slash skincare, and most of the makeup things that they sell that are like primer, face mist, any of that has some skincare benefit. So unfortunately I couldn't really use this, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. I'm sure if I really wanted to try it, if I ever had an opening in my primer collection, I could just throw it into a Julep Maven box. They do have a lot of customizable options, so I could toss it in there, but for now I have to just pitch it. And then 2 items that I've used up, I have the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. This is the last one in this type of packaging that I had to work through, so now I'm moving on to like the mega tubs that I ordered from the website. And then I have a perfume. This is the Replica Beach Walk, which is such a good scent. I do have a like roller ball of this, and I can't wait to crack it out and fully use it this summer. I have just a few wax items. I've really been like diving back into candles. I kind of go through phases where I do candles for a while and then wax melts for a while, and I'm back onto the candles. But I did manage to use up some wax melts in the meantime. First one I have are the Sensationals Petal Showers Cubes. These are so good. This is such like an intensely soapy floral scent. It is a very strong throw. It's not necessarily the most lasting. Like I was doing 2 cubes at a time, and sometimes with Sensationals I have to do 3 cubes, but I was doing 2 cubes and I was probably getting like 4 to 6 really strong hours, and then it would die off. This scent was awesome. This has been a repurchase for me. I don't think I have any more of it, but I did enjoy this. I also used up the Fortune Cookie soap. There's Something Sweet Wax Tart from their Beauty and the Beast collection that came out last spring, I believe it was. This was a really enjoyable scent. It is like a sweet, somewhat florally note. I will say though, their wax is kind of difficult to get out of the packaging. It doesn't fully break. I have to like try to pop it all out and then cut it, but I can't always get it out of the packaging. I don't know if that's because this is a soy-based wax or if this is just because it's getting older. I'm trying to work through all of my 4-cube Fortune Cookie soap ones that I have, because they recently, I think in the past like 6 months, have moved to doing scoopable wax jars and like 6-pack waxes. So I want to try to get these worked through because they are technically on the older side. The last item that I have all together is my first ever Homeworks candle. This is the Homeworks Enchanted Peony candle that I burned through. As you can see, it burned all the way down to the ground. It left some markings on the side, some like wax residue on the side, but there's absolutely no sooting. This I am a little bit mixed on. It burned forever. They quote on here that this will last 30 to 55 hours. I definitely think 55 hours is the minimum this thing burned. It probably burned more than that. It just kept going and going and going. The scent throw on here was just okay. I had it in my bedroom, which is this room, for a little bit, and it did definitely smell stronger in here versus out in our living room slash kitchen. It's just like an open space back there. And so I don't know, I'm not necessarily convinced that this was the like life-changing candle that I'm gonna be a Homeworks purchaser only and not buy candles anywhere else. I mean, I liked it. The scent was decent. It wasn't like a overwhelming blow me out of the room, I can't breathe anymore, it's so strong kind of scent. It was definitely like a soft floral soap scent, which I do like, but I definitely think I'm somebody who would probably only purchase maybe 1 duo per collection that he comes out with, and I'd probably wait until I see a bunch of reviews and not necessarily go wild and crazy. I just wasn't so impressed by this that I'm suddenly converted to only wanting to get the Homeworks candles. I do have another one that came in the duo, and I'm probably gonna wait a little bit later in the summer to burn it, but I don't know. I'm curious to know your feelings on this, if you've tried the Homeworks candles. I know that Tina Divalicious, whose videos I love to watch, he totally raves over and over again about these candles. So I was expecting, I think, more based on that, and I don't necessarily think he was overhyping them. He really has, you know, burned through every single candle that Harry Slacken has come out with. But I don't know, I just sort of am indifferent on it. I'll be curious to hear your thoughts in the comments below, but that's my first experience. Guys, that is it for me and for all of this trash. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in the next video real soon. Bye.